Well, good morning. It is the Sunday of St. Patrick's Day weekend, and that means it's time for the annual South Boston St. Patrick's Day breakfast, top of the morning. To everyone, it's the one time all year when our political leaders actually tell the truth about what they think about each other. And here to talk about that event and other current Beacon Hill issues is the host of the breakfast, State Senator Nick Collins of South Boston. Senator, may the road rise to meet you.
Thank you. Do you mind if I use that joke that you opened with at the breakfast?
Feel free. No need to credit. It's my gift to the city of Boston. Thank you for being here. So, Senator, never before have so many women held top offices here in Massachusetts, and therefore they will dominate the program at the breakfast, correct?
Yes.
Does this mean that the jokes will be cleaner and smarter?
Well, I think we'll see very soon, but we're excited to have the guests that we have. The governor was going to be there for the first time as governor, along with Lieutenant Governor Kim Driscoll from the Washington delegation. It's been a while since Senator Warren has joined us in person, and we're grateful for her participation, along with Senator Markey, other members of Congress, Congressman Lynch, Congresswoman Presley, and our mayor, Mayor Wu, and Attorney General Andrea Campbell. I think it's going to be a great show. Okay. Well,
any big surprises you want to spill right now for us? Give us a sneak preview.
I think we're going to have some music, as we often do. That'll put people in a good mood, and the rest will be just suspense.
Suspense. We always love that. Yeah. So last year, you know, I guess there's always stuff like this that happens, but you took a little flack for a joke you made ahead of the breakfast about Mayor Wu, and the mayor continues to take heat for a joke she made about her dispute with the North End restaurateurs. She described it as, quote, dealing with problems that are expensive, disruptive, and white. So I recall that got a pretty good laugh. Now, that joke was cited just recently in a discrimination lawsuit filed by some of the restaurant owners against the city. Is this kind of thing going to threaten the viability of the roast nature of the breakfast going forward?
No, I think, you know, jokes made in good fun should be taken that way, and you know, from my own experience, I think that it just makes us want to improve and up our game at any event, public event. Obviously, as public officials, you're an open book, and you know, I think over the years, from time to time, people have gotten off kilter, and then it, you know, gets put back into line by the public. And I think we've talked about this in the past. The public really responds to that and dictates as much as the situation is largely colleagues having fun. If anyone crosses a line, there's usually a response to that.
All right, so you're not worried about PC overtaking the breakfast. No. We got to take a break, and we're going to talk about some Beacon Hill stuff. But real quickly, the parade this year. Boston police made it clear they don't have a lot of tolerance for any kind of extremist displays. They also issued a warning about drinks spiked with drugs. What's your level of concern about the situation?
Well, I think it's going to be a great day. There's going to be a lot of people out. Probably one of our largest parades we'll have had so far. The participants in the parade itself are at numbers we haven't seen in a long time. So we expect a good crowd. But I will say the police have done a good job partnering with organizers and local officials to get ahead of this in terms of messaging, coordination, collaboration. So not just our Boston Police Department, but the state police and the transit police and other partners that are trying to make sure that everyone who has the right and wants to come in and enjoy the day does so safely and without trouble. And we're encouraging people who are coming into the city to take the commuter rail as well.